What's going on, everybody? It's Extreme Gaming here, and today, now I know this is going to be a little late because I think the beta ended, it's probably about like a week and a half ago from when I'm recording this video, but I still really wanted to get my opinion about the beta out there and just, just go over a few things that I think that maybe need a fix for when the actual game comes out, and some of these things, may have already been addressed, like on the Xbox beta. Like I know Rejack got nerfed. You know, I didn't keep up with the beta as much as I would have liked to after it ended on the PlayStation. But anyways, obviously if something got addressed that I'm talking about in my video, just kind of ignore it. Just maybe skip a little ahead or something. But anyways, I just want to say this real quick before I go on like a 5-minute rant about some random crap before like the main topic, because I usually end up doing that, and it's I don't know, I feel like it's kind of annoying for some people. But anyway, I just want to apologize for not uploading in the past. I think it's been like 10 days since I uploaded last. Just been a little busy with like I started university a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to still figure out like my free time and stuff like that between university and work, just because a lot of time I get home and I just don't have that much free time. So I'm just trying to figure out like how to kind of balance everything together. So probably another week and I should have an idea of kind of a good way to kind of balance my free time and university and work and everything together. But anyways, yeah, I think I finally am ready to actually get into the video. But first thing, this is obviously the biggest thing that everybody want to talk about. Sixth Sense in this game is just, oh my god, is this perk OP? Because basically, it just, you're gonna see it at the top left, because I always ran it on the beta. As you can see, like right there, when that guy was pretty close to me, you saw on the minimap, there's like the minimap's like highlighted, and it shows that there's an enemy like in that direction that's close by. I think that's so overpowered. I just don't get it. I know they wanted it to like prevent corner camping, but I think the range on it, they overdid the range, because you can still sense people from like 20 feet away, and if somebody's like pretty much in the same building as you. And it doesn't just work like horizontally, it also works vertically, because there's a spot on this map where people can like walk above you, and it will tell you if somebody is above you, which I think that especially is, if there's a more vertical map on the game, I think that is a little bit overpowered. Another thing, let's see here, the Razorback, obviously, I mean, it's very strong, very low recoil, pretty good fire rate, decent damage. I feel like if the hit reg in this game was a little bit better, because actually I don't know if it's the hit reg or like lag. I don't know what the problem was, but I just seemed like I was having a lot of problem with like connection issues on the beta. So again, I don't know if it's the hit reg or just me lagging, but that wasn't very good. But that also led to maybe the Razorback being a little less OP than it could have been, because I feel like if this game had a strong connection, this gun would just be horrendously broken. But still in its current state, it is very, very overpowered. I mean, I'm like outgunning, people with assault like I'm outgunning people that have assault rifles from distance. For an SMG, that really should never happen, And speaking of assault rifles, I think it was the M8A7, whatever, is the M8 of Black Ops 3. M8 was pretty damn overpowered. Lots of, I was getting, a good amount of one bursts on people. Obviously, again, low recoil, very, very fast fire rate, And the fact, you know, it doesn't shoot 3 bullets per burst, it shoots 4. And just how quick those bullets, you know, come out, you know, just the fire rate on the gun is just, it just gives you such a tremendous advantage. And again, I already said this like twice already, but the recoil on the gun, I mean, it's non-existent, you know, and it's just by far, in my opinion, by far the best assault rifle in the game. Another assault rifle that a lot of people had problems with, I didn't really have a problem with this gun, but the Shiva, you know, it seemed like very hit or miss with how good the weapon was. You know, I saw some people use it very, very effectively. However, I mean, I put it on, you know, I used it for a few matches. You know, I got quick draw with it, which, you know, usually if I have a gun, if I put quick draw on a gun, especially on this game, like, quick draw makes guns so much better on this game for me. You know, I put quick draw on the weapon, and it just still wasn't that good for me, even though I know it's only a 2-shot kill. But yeah, just wasn't that OP for me. But again, I know a lot of other people had big problems with the weapon though. Let's see, tripwires at times were, I mean, at times it seemed like they were pretty overpowered, but other times it just seemed like they didn't do that much. At times, I mean, I almost compared them to like the IED of I almost said Modern Warfare 3, IED of Call of Duty Ghosts, where, you know, if you were like within like 40 feet of that thing, you know, it would give you that like quick little beep to know that, like, you know, you are fucked. And then it just blew up and it like killed everybody in the room. I mean, it wasn't like that powerful, but it would still, you know, it gave you like, it doesn't give you any like warning time. It's just kind of like, you know, you turn the corner and you're dead, you know, with the tripwire. And sometimes it seemed like, you know, the blast radius and everything, and, you know, the time that it you know, the fact that it doesn't give you any warning, you know, at times I felt like that was overpowered. But other times, you know, I felt like, you know, it seemed like sometimes, you know, I put it in a spot and people would literally just run right past it, just breeze right past it, and, you know, take no damage at all. Now obviously, you know, Flak Jacket would definitely help with that, because at least, you know, at least with a lot of things I talk about in this video, you know, there's counters to it. It's just the big problems, again, you know, like arise with guns like the Razorback or like the M87, where, you know, there's no counter for, you know, a gun killing you in like 2 bullets. You know, that there's nothing you can do about that. You know, it's just the gun's overpowered. But, you know, like with the tripwire, you know, say you put on Flak Jacket, and that'll probably solve your problem. The grenade throw distance on this game, well, just the lethal grenades in general, they were weird. You know, it seemed like that the blast radius of the grenades and the strength of them was very strong. However, you know, obviously the throw distance was, I don't even know what the fuck the throw distance is. I mean, it's like, I mean, I just don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it seems like you throw it like 30 feet, honestly. I mean, you know, you do have to put a lot of arc on the grenade to, you know, make it go farther. You know, it's just, again, I just don't know what to say really about the grenades. Again, I mean, they're really strong, but again, you know, you can counter that with Flak Jacket. But just the throw distance was just atrocious. I don't think that they really need to fix it, just because, you know, a lot of my friends especially were complaining about the grenade throw distance. You know, I don't think they should change it. I think they should just kind of keep it the same, just because, you know, if you do put the arc on the grenade, you know, it will go, you know, at least far enough. But I feel like, you know, not a lot of people are going to be using the frag grenade or the Semtex anyway, just because, like, especially the thermite grenade, you know, the thermite grenade was pretty overpowered. You know, at least it seemed like it was definitely the best grenade in the game. You know, just the fire would slow people down. You know, obviously you take that burn damage, and, you know, sometimes, you know, it seemed like, you know, people would throw it by like a wall, and it seemed like it would even go like through the wall. and on the other side, and it would burn people on the other side of the wall. Let me see here. Oh, the stun and concussion grenades. This is something I think they do need to maybe nerf, because the stun and concussion grenades, just once they hit you, they take such a long time to not be affected by it anymore. I mean, it just, once you get hit by it, like, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. Let me see. The shotgun. What shotgun was it? Oh my god. I'm trying to remember the name of the shotgun. I mean, it kind of looks like the Remington. It was a pump action shotgun. Again, this is one where still wasn't still not very sure about, you know, what I want to say about this gun. Sometimes it seemed extremely overpowered. Other times I mean, it just really didn't seem like it was worth anything at all. I mean, you know, I saw some people on YouTube, like, really, you know, really get hot with that gun and just absolutely annihilate enemy teams with it. But, you know, just other times, just it was a terrible weapon. I still don't know what to say about it. I mean, I saw how it could potentially be a problem, but, anyway, I'm just gonna say for now that that gun is probably not worthy of being nerfed yet, unless, you know, we get into the actual game and then, you know, people are just absolutely slaughtering other people with it. So one thing I just wanted to also address really quick before this video ends is, so first of all, this is a spot on Hunted that is, I think is way too overpowered of a spot. You can see how we get to it on the gameplay I have in the background, but this spot is one of the strongest spots I've ever seen on a Call of Duty game, like, nonetheless, like any FPS game in general. But this spot, you know, when you get into it, when you, like, sit next to this rock here on the, like, on the river, enemies, it's very hard for them to spot you. It's very hard for them to shoot you as well. It overlooks, you know, the hard point, or a hard point. It overlooks the B flag on domination. It overlooks a search and destroy bomb. It overlooks a demolition bomb. And another thing that makes it, like, really overpowered is the fact that, you know, there's this big rock here that you sit next to, and say if, you know, somebody's spawning to your left, you shift to the right side of the rock, so then they can't see you from the left side and they can't shoot you from the left side. If the enemies are spawning from the right side of you, you just shift to the left side of the rock. You know, again, they can't see you from the right side, or when they're walking in to that area, they can't shoot you, even if, you know, they know you're there. The only way they can get you is they can come up from behind you, but again, that can be solved quickly. If you put on Sixth Sense, you can see if somebody's coming behind you as well. It's just, it's a very strong spot. I think, you know, one thing that they could do to maybe fix this is just, you know, somehow force you to jump down, you know, from this position, or maybe, you know, I don't know, honestly. Well, I think another thing that they can actually do is, like, you know, if you get to, like, that part of the cliff, you know, it, like, pushes you off the map, almost, so you're kind of forced to jump down. But other than that, I don't really know, you know, what they can do, honestly, for this spot. But they need to do something, because this spot, when I played with it, it was, again, probably the most broken spot I've ever used on any FPS game, which says a lot, because I've been playing, you know, FPS games, you know, for quite a long time now. So again, something really needs to be done about this spot. But anyways, I think that about wraps it up for my video. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and as always, this has been Extreme Gaming, and I'll see you on the next one.